Hello, everybody. Welcome to our final question time of 2023 spring elections. This is our question time event for the group president candidates, and it's your opportunity to hear from the candidates, learn a little bit more about what they stand for and what they might do if elected to the role. I'm the host for today. My name is Ewan. I'm the Student Voice and Advocacy Manager at the Student Union, and I'm also the Deputy Returning Officer for the purposes of these elections. The format of the event will be that the candidates will be asked to deliver a 3-minute speech, and then will be followed by 3 questions. All confirmed candidates for the group president position have been invited to attend this event, and a recording of this will be available on the Student Union website. That's also where you'll be able to find all the manifestos for each of the candidates. Before we begin, I would like to remind everybody of all of the candidates in this election. So that's the election for the group president position. The following candidates are running: Bidemi Ofalabi, Nicola Charkachev, Leighton Fernandez, Mihaela Gorgiou, Taya George Gibbons, Syed Mustaq Qusar, Sakri Mwepu, Shoaib Nasser, Bhavin Kumar Hassan Makal Patel, Thermal Raju, Maulik Ramachandra Raval, Nomathemba Sokewa, and reopen nominations. I will now invite our candidates to deliver a 3-minute speech. Taya George Gibbons is the candidate in attendance, the only candidate in attendance for this. So we will have the 3-minute speech followed by the 3 questions for Taya. So Taya, when you're ready, if you'd like to begin your 3-minute speech.
So I've really enjoyed my time as Carmarthen Campus President this year. The 8 months have absolutely flown by. Although I have been Carmarthen Campus President, whilst Vanessa has been off, our current group president, I've worked really hard to lobby for the London, Birmingham and Cardiff campuses. I've made big changes that should have really been little changes, that should have been basic needs that have been met. For example, there were no period products or food banks on the campuses, and I've worked really hard with the university to make sure that that happened. So now there's a food bank and period products in all of the female bathrooms. I've also lobbied really hard across the whole entire university for things like cost of living and strikes. So I've worked hard to give out hot drink vouchers. I've run breakfast clubs where I've given away food for absolutely free. And I've made absolutely basic changes that should have happened anyway. I've also worked across all 6 campuses delivering induction talks. I've met really excited students and it's made me really happy. I've also attended university councils in both Lampeter and Swansea, where I've got to talk to the most senior people at the university about the issues that students are facing. And I also made a little appearance on BBC News talking about cost of living and how the government can do more. If elected as group president, I really believe that it's unfair that we talk about cross-campus parity, but there is no cross-campus parity. So currently there's no food or catering outlets on the London, Birmingham or Cardiff campuses. These campuses have our most diverse demographics on the campuses and also have some of our largest student populations, and we don't provide any food options for them. We expect our students on their half-hour lunch breaks to nip out to town and to spend all of their money on food outside of the university. So I just think it's really unfair that we don't provide those options to our students, but we do in Wales. The second thing I'd like to do is, I understand that university is hard. I was a student here myself, and I want students to be able to enjoy opportunities that complement their lifestyle outside of university. So there's a really big demand at the moment for sports clubs in Swansea, London and Birmingham. We have got a lack of facilities, which is an issue, but I do believe that universities should be working to provide the best that they can for their students and look into other options. And then my third point is that I want to be your voice. So my job is to literally hold the university accountable on the things that they don't do. I haven't been afraid over the last 8 months to hold them accountable when needed to. Lampeter's been affected by UCU strikes, London's been affected by rail strikes, and Carmarthen has been affected by cost of living. I've lobbied as hard as I possibly could, and I've really enjoyed my time being Carmarthen Campus President. And I hope that you'll vote for me to be your group president. That's it.
Thank you very much, Taya. So we'll now have 3 questions that we'll be asking all the candidates. As Taya, you're the only one in attendance, we'll be going one by one through these. So my first question to you is, what would you like to introduce to bring more parity between the campuses?
So like I spoke about, I'd really like to introduce food outlets. I think that that's the biggest reason that we lack parity across the 6 campuses. I just don't understand how we can provide food for our students on our Welsh campuses, but our English campuses and obviously the Cardiff campus as well. We just don't have that option for our students. Our students on those 3 campuses only get around half hour for their lunch. There's no food outlets that are really close by, so they've only got, you know, a really short amount of time to nip out somewhere to buy food. They're also the students that have got families and people outside of university that depend on them, so potentially buying food in a catering outlet outside of university can add a really add a big expense that they don't need. So I'd really like to bring catering outlets or bring an option to students that the university will provide food for students on the London, Birmingham and Cardiff campuses. I think that's the biggest way that we can improve cross-campus parity this year.
Thank you very much. Our second question for you is, what issues do all UWTSD students face that needs wider attention?
So I think cost of living has been a massive issue that we've seen this year, and I think that really does affect all 20,000 of our students. We've seen it in Lampeter, where students aren't able to travel to other campuses because of travel costs. We've seen it in Carmarthen, where students are using the food banks quite regularly. And again, with the food here in London and Birmingham and Cardiff. And Swansea, we've got 6 different campuses, so to travel around those 6 different campuses is quite difficult for our students. So yeah, cost of living is definitely one of the biggest issues, and I don't see it going away anytime soon. We're about to be hit in March with the energy bill increase again, the cap being removed. So I think cost of living is a big one this year, and the university are doing a really good job, but I always think that they could do better in providing more for our students or providing better opportunities for our students.
Brilliant, thank you. So the final question I have for you is, what experience do you have that makes you a suitable candidate for this role?
So obviously, as I introduced myself, I've been Carmarthen campus president for this last year. So I've had an insight into what the job currently looks like. As I said at the start, Vanessa, our current group president, took some time off. So I kind of stepped in, as well as Bronwyn, and worked on the London, Birmingham and Cardiff campuses, which the group president role covers. I've also worked across all 6 campuses. Like I said, I've delivered induction talks on every campus. So I think bringing that experience and the fact that I am just a really down to earth and a real human being, my campaign video doesn't show that I'm not afraid to embarrass myself and work hard for what I want. So I just think the experience that I've had over the last year being Carmarthen campus president will really help me in the role of group president.
Brilliant, thank you very much. That's it for the questions we have for you. So thank you for your answers to that, and of course your 3-minute speech. So that's all of the candidates for us now. So just a reminder, that was the candidate question time for the group president role. All confirmed candidates were invited to attend this session, and a full recording will be available on the SU website as soon as possible, where you will also be able to find the candidate manifestos. A reminder to all of you as students who are watching that voting opens Monday at 10 o'clock. That is Monday the 6th at 10 o'clock, and it will close on Thursday the 9th at 3 o'clock. So make sure when you get your emails that you do click on that link and vote for who you would like to be your next group president, and indeed all of the positions we have available, including the other campus presidents, part-time officers, student trustees and NUS Wales delegates. If you have any questions about the elections, you'd like to get in touch, please do drop us an email, election@uwtsd.ac.uk, and we'd be happy to assist you with any queries. But that's it for now. So thank you for joining us again at these candidate question times. Thank you for watching this video, and best of luck to all of our candidates.